Welcome to the Locker, Season 3, Episode 27. Down goes Florida. Down goes Florida. I'm your man, A. White, along with my co-host, Van Hiles, here to talk about 26-16 win for Kentucky Wildcats down in the swamp, where Van has never probably seen the league, probably has never seen a 50-point margin.
Why? Well, why you gotta go there?
Because the more I was thinking about it, the excitement around the program, I basically let people know where we came from. And I don't think, honestly, just to be honest, have you had a game closer than 50-point margin in the swamp?
In the swamp, no.
Oh, okay. I'm just checking.
We did play them. We had the lead into the damn last possession, and they scored with the clock running out.
USM Cat fans, thanks for the breakdowns and the whatnots. We'll talk about a lot of things. We do have we're going to get back to the old locker with Van and myself. Van broke down the play. And from a running back perspective, I can see where the average running back or just a regular running back can say it was not Van's comment. Somebody made the comment the day after the game or the night of the game. And Van reiterated what they said. So I'm going to try to explain it from my perspective.
Okay.
And my expectation may be a whole lot more higher than the average person, the same as when Van sits on the route, is because it's film study. Most people may not do it because they might be scared of getting ran by. But we will break some of that stuff down. Anyhow, did you or did you not have Kentucky winning down in the swamp this weekend? I'll be honest. Van, you are buffering and I can't hear you. You may have to go out and come back in.
Am I back? I don't know, man. Give me can you
back audibly, but you still are moving extremely slow.
I'm buffering.
You probably good now.
Okay.
Decent. Yeah, you're good now.
Okay. I had us winning by 10. So I was right with that. We should have beat the brakes off them fuckers, man. I am happy because, like you said, I think the closest I got in the swamp was 60-something to 7. So it might have been 13 because we were leading in the first quarter, and all of a sudden Jock went off crazy, and that was the end of the game. And Fred Taylor took over, but we should have beat the brakes off them, man. Florida should not have been on the field with us at all. I said to contain AR, dude, we smothered him. He had nothing. When Jock Jones hit him in the face, right in there on that quarterback draw, I like it's over. If our offense got no turnover and our offense wouldn't have given up sacks to take us out of the drive, dude, we would have hung we might have hung a 4-piece on them.
Yeah, and people, like you said, man, people don't really understand. Even as a running back, I told you, we played against Mississippi State, and they use your philosophy. We're gonna let them get the ball. We're gonna beat him up. And that's the one thing, like you said, you hit a quarterback. It's only been a couple quarterbacks. Man, we beat the dog out of Teddy Bridgewater that year. He kept coming back for more. It ain't a lot of people cut like him and Jameis Winston who just gonna keep coming back.
Right.
And like you said, so I think that first time you run up in and that linebacker knows you up. Nah, man, I'm good, coach. Nah, check. Check.
Kill.
Right. But I'm gonna say this before we move on. It ain't a big deal, really, for real. But I don't know what kind of society we living in, and I don't know if people really know that them F's that I ain't got. I don't give a whole lot of them because I gave a lot of them when I was younger, and it didn't get me nowhere. You know, I did what everybody asked me to do. It didn't pay. It didn't pay. So I'm doing the show, and I thought about that because you said AR, and just for some reason, like what did they call 12 gauge? Your boy from Ohio State. So
yeah,
you want to pay? Damn, rest in peace, R.I.P. So I get a text. Don't say on Sunday morning. I kept saying AR-15. It was I'm not really political. I'm not into it. You know, there's a lot of different things, man. I spoke up about some stuff I thought was a racial issue before people got on my Twitter. Man, I don't give a damn about none of that. Like, don't at me if I make a comment generally because I ain't got no political stance or anything else. So if like I just thought about that because you said AR and I got a tweet. Don't say AR-15. Hey man, don't say it. You know what I meant, but if you don't, then it is what it is. But anyway, back to the regularly scheduled program. Well, let's look over here. We said Petrie says AR had no confidence or firing. No, because he knew it was gonna be a whole different story. I mean, I think Richardson knew once he seen them backers getting around and hey man, I can't. It's just quick. I mean, it's just SEC football, and it's probably his first SEC game where he's expected to do something, and things didn't work out for him. So, Greg, I am with you. I do think he realized he was outmanned, and he just had to do what he had to do. I'm going to let Van get himself back together because he got a whole lot of issues, man. Just reboot and come back in. Hold on. Okay, so the defense locked in. Now I already knew the defense was going to do what they had to do just because we had Vince Big Dog Merrill on Sunday Morning Sports Talk, and he talked about that what I thought happened against Miami of Ohio, that we just going to play vanilla. We're going to wear him down so we don't have to show nothing. It's kind of like a boxer just, wearing the guy. He ain't bringing his stuff, ain't bringing his spunk, just going to beat him up. At the end of the fight, he going to win. It might not be convincing. His corner know what everybody know what they're doing except the fans. The fans like, why ain't he just knocking him out? No, because he want to beat him up and punish him. And I think that's kind of what we did in Miami. We did see some blown assignments, which we showed on Film Breakdown last week. Defensively, we did have some stunts and blown assignments, had two people going through same gaps. And it happened another time this week. We hopefully Van has a clip, which I'm sure Van does have a clip, where I think, again, which we pointed out last week, on a slant up front, either the backer wasn't in place, but I talked to the defensive line coach, and I don't think the defensive line, if you're on a slant, I don't think you really need to give up 10 or 15 yards on your slant. 3 yards should suffice for a good slant. So there's a lot of things we're going to show that we probably could have done better, but I'm with Kendrick Jones. The defense was locked in once we got going. But Van, with that being said, the defense was locked in. It's obvious when we give Anthony Richardson 14 of 35 for 143, 2 interceptions, and 1 sack. We give the running game 30 carries for 145, 136 net, 1 touchdown, a long of 40.
Yes, we had
4.5.
We gave up we gave up too many big runs. Other than that, we stuffed them.
Yeah, well, 40, 15. And then in one play we talked about that I talked about where you were off was, I thought, against Miami of Ohio, we played vanilla. I think we did run a couple games up front, and we showed last week that we think people out of place. We had two people in the gap, somebody not looping back or whatever. And it seems like something like that happened on that other the long run they had, the longest run they had. I believe it was the same thing. So we don't know if it's the call being I don't know if it's a call being brought in. We had all four of our linebackers in, right? So we ain't have no youngster this time. You try to blame it on the youngster.
Here's what I'm gonna say, and this is on defense, right? Probably the same thing on offense. You can technically do your job and still F up. You know what I'm saying? You can if you slant in the right direction like you're supposed to and all that stuff, you can make the right, I don't know how to say it. You can do the right thing, but screw up because you made your job. You made the job of your brother harder. If I'm slanting, I just don't let the guy just wash me all the way to the sideline. That I have never seen a slant where you just don't resist and let him push you, right? The slant is for penetration. The slant isn't to take up a block. The slant is so you can penetrate, get in the backfield, and hopefully make a tackle. So to me, yes, and the linebacker might have screwed up, and the guy he held square, and Derek Jackson might not have been in the right spot, but still, come on.
Well, I'm pause for the call. Millie rocked on any block. If Jordan Wright ain't back, we win the game.
Dude, I said this, and I got receipts. I said this in a group chat, and I think I said it out loud too. Getting Wright back was more important than getting C-Rod back for this game, for the sole reason of containing AR. I don't think you can contain him and run. Dude, we ran base defense the whole game. There was no nickel. Now we did, I shouldn't say the whole game. We ran at the majority of the snaps. We had Weaver and Wright and Square and Jones or Wiley. We had 4 linebackers in the game, the majority of the game. I think Afari probably played, I'm going to guess, less than 10 snaps. So that's a big advantage because now not only do you have good run stoppers, because Afari is good, but he hasn't played SEC yet. So you got good run stoppers who are long and who can run. So you don't lose anything when you can spy with Wright or Weaver because they long and can run. And dude, that was the game to me. Being able to play your base the entire game, regardless of what formation or grouping they came out in, we didn't have to freaking adapt with them. Remember what happened to Florida at home a few years ago when we was trying to match all their personnel and we got 2 guys left fucking wide open? That don't have to happen now because we got 2 outside linebackers that can go.
I'm gonna go back to Moonshine. Moonshine saying best case scenario in both games. Didn't play well and win both of them. How many more notches we got?
Look,
how many more levels can we go as a defensively? Have we shown anything to you? As far as exotic and scheme wise, or we still got a lot. We still got a lot in the tank because we're gonna need it against Mississippi State. We're gonna need it against Tennessee. We're gonna need it against Ole Miss because they got powerful offenses that we're gonna have to show them different looks. We're gonna have to get them on guessing. We're gonna have to start playing a little chess.
First of all, we're not really an exotic team. Now, do we have those in the playbook? I'm sure they're there somewhere. But there's a play in that game, and I actually cut it up too, where they threw a swing pass to a damn running back, and that motherfucker got 1 yard. Last year, he would have got 6+. Last year, he would have got 6+. I'm not sure if we can go back. I'm not going to talk about last year anymore. If we go back to that Mississippi State game, and people conveniently forget this, we were a mass unit. We didn't have all our boys defensively for that game. Having Weaver and Wright for that game is going to be the same. They're going to make the same imprint on that game, same way they did this game. Period. But let's talk about this game, because this game was glorious. I think I said last year, the South Carolina game was probably, I remember saying the South Carolina game was probably the best game I've seen execution-wise that Stoops era's ever had. This trumps that. They had one really, really bad situation that could have got a touchdown. Other than that, dude, they were locked in. Well, I don't know how many plays, 60-some plays. They were locked in. Period.
Kendrick said, Quez said the defense got a lot to play, but I'm assuming they do.
Here's the thing. I'll never forget when Coach Archer came to UK my freshman year. That motherfucker brought in it was a binder, right? For the first 6 games, I think we ran 2 coverages. And that was one of those games we picked down Terry Dean off 6 times. So all that, here's the one great thing Coach Archer said is that it doesn't matter what I call or even what y'all check to, as long as everybody runs the same thing, and as long as all y'all execute. I can call the crappiest ass blitz for a certain call. It doesn't matter. As long as everybody does that job, we will make them snap the ball again. And I don't personally like getting exotic unless they come out in a formation that 99% of the time they run some out of, and you got a stunt game blitz that you know is going to kill them, and you know that they're going to run a certain play, then it's all great. But other than that, man, I'd rather play base. I tell my defensive coordinator here in high school, dude, stop trying to match up coverage with formation. These guys are pretty smart. Just call something and they'll adjust.
I don't mean extremely exotic, man. I mean maybe because we got athletic defensive front as well. Get some of them guys in the lanes and maybe get the safety in there and drop the backers, because our backers are rangy. I don't mean trying to hide something. Most people who are doing something exotic usually trying to hide something. So I don't mean in that, man. I'm with you. I think we run just we can bring somebody off the edge, we bring in A gap, you got to pick us up, because by the time you get everybody one-on-one, you better complete your blocks and you better get the ball off. So no, I'm cool with that. But I just think there are a lot more shifted overs and things like that where I think we good enough to put people on islands. Like I think we take matchups one time to try to get a mismatch and leave somebody on the island, because I think we got that good athletes. But I'm gonna go back to what Greg Petrie said. Deion Walker, late in the game.
He did that.
The one that you told me a freshman shouldn't, and I agree with you. A freshman shouldn't be playing in the SEC. An average freshman.
A typical freshman. Look, he did that earlier. That doesn't go noticed because the play didn't come to him. When he was in there and the center was blocking him one-on-one, he manhandled him the majority of the time. Now that play just came to him, but he did on a couple of passing plays. That was another running play to our sideline. They did the same thing. That might have been the fourth quarter too. Man, dude, when you're that big and that long and you get your hands on somebody, what else can the offensive lineman do? If he gets his hands on you, his arms are longer than yours. So if he bench press you,
this is my thing. I don't know how you felt. Like I said, I was always the underclassman. Then when I was a senior, I wasn't playing with them but underclassmen. Everybody around me was underclassmen, so it was kind of odd. But what's your feeling if you got a true freshman and you need either one, you getting dominated, or two, you need help? Just the fact that the title is true freshman. Like, dude, even if he's strong, you still got to be technically. Like I played against some good young linebackers, but man, you ain't. I got enough in my toolbox where you ain't about to tackle me one-on-one still. You ain't about to guard me in space.
That's a good point. That's a good point. There's some freshmen who come into the SEC as a wide receiver and don't understand that I can jam your ass 10 yards down the field, and they think they got you. Now you put some hands on them. Oh shit! What? What? Ref! He interference. No, it's not. Ball ain't in there, bro. You're right, dude. He's a freak, man. He's a freak. Here's the part that got me. How many freshmen regardless how good they are on the field on that drive? I mean, that's true. That's true. That's fourth quarter. That's the last drive, really. If you stop him, it's ball game. He's in the game on third, not 1st and 10, not 2nd and short, or maybe one of the veterans tapped their helmet and he's tired and he's got to go in. No, he was in that series. How many freshmen get the chance to play on a nut cutting series? Damn.
You got a which color? This is a double-bladed question or a double-bladed comment. Cobb says he we use more press coverage against Florida. We were not always 5 yards off giving up slants. Here's one thing. Everything we saw against Miami of Ohio, I said, really ain't something you could do that against Miami of Ohio. I don't know if you agree or disagree. I'll say, secondly, that we knew what we were doing against Miami of Ohio we weren't going to do against other people. So that is fine. But do you think, well, I don't know. Like I said, I just think manning up, you could play off against these guys just so we don't show much and they can't see who's weak on the bump and who. I'll give you boys some kudos. Valentine,
he balled out.
You've been singing Valentine praises, and he didn't get burnt toast on him this week. So, and you seem to, and I'm not disagreeing with you, but you seem to advocate for if person gets one burnt toast on their plate, that ain't nothing. I mean, shit. If you cook breakfast all day, sometimes you put an order in too long, the toast gonna get burnt. You all right, throw it away and play, get another piece of toast.
Especially cooking with hot grease. Sometimes you get distracted. Shit.
But your boy was one thing, he balled out. He was right there on all the plays. You know what pissed me off, and what we got to keep an eye out on?
I'm listening.
We got the Dikembe back.
Who?
Dikembe.
I didn't see one.
Huh?
I
seen 3.
Off air. Unless you want to say it. I didn't see one. Someone did that? A D lineman?
Yo boy, no. Yo boy, that's what I'm saying. Valentine.
No.
Okay.
No.
You can't.
No. We can do that. That's something. DBs, we can do.
Charles Woodson can do that. Deion Sanders can do that.
No.
Nah, the rest of y'all.
No.
Hey, the rest of y'all know.
That's
okay.
A position.
Well, okay, listen. Okay, so from now on, you take all the heat to come with it. Go ahead and do it. Do it all you want. Take all the heat, all the smoke.
Hold on.
All the smoke.
Here's the difference, right? Defensive lineman, fans don't know if he screw up. Fans don't know if he screw up. They don't even know if he makes the play, right? So he's got to identify.
If they see you making the tackle 8 or 9 yards down the field, as a D lineman, they know you did.
I totally agree with you. But here's the deal, right? So like you said, a defensive lineman can't take the heat.
What's up, Mr. White?
What's up, Mr. White? He can't take the heat, right? Understand it. A cornerback, we getting that damn heat regardless if we do this or not. If he mouse us, he get, that guy sucks. It's going to happen regardless. So we're going to get – so for us, it's like we celebrate, like people say, if the quarterback throw a bad pass and we still doing this, right? It ain't we didn't do anything to make it incomplete. Right. But that's the environment we live in. Because if you catch it, it's on us. Like even like I think Cobb talking about playing closer press. No, we didn't play that much man. If you really look at it, we just played man in situations where it was obvious. It was like the play where Valentine made the 4th down and 3. We were in backside man. You cannot play man in this league all the time. Pittsburgh got killed against Tennessee because of press man. You do not put your guys on islands like that. It's just not advantageous. Kirby Smart changed his tune last year from doing that, and they had the best defense in his history. You know why? Because they made people snap the damn ball. Can you mix in some man? Sure. But you can't eat with man-to-man all the time. I'm going to stop because now I know I'm taking up time. The reason why the NFL plays predominantly man-to-man is because of the 5-yard chuck rule. That's the only reason. If you play zone, you can't touch them after 5 yards. So therefore, you are rendered helpless because now you got to keep your cushion when you're playing 8 yards off. So you got an 8-yard cushion on quarterbacks like Mahomes and Rodgers and Brady. That's easy picking. So you got to play closer to prevent that gap. But in college, I can hit them anywhere on the field. No, we play man in games. That's not true. That's not true. We play a lot of man in every game.
Moonshine say it helped the AR couldn't hit the ocean. Now is AR that bad? Is Anthony Richardson that bad? Sometimes you gotta give credit to the defense if you can't do things you want to do sometimes.
Here's the deal. Some plays we had a guy there that made him have to either throw his receiver low or try to avoid the receiver from getting killed. Because we played so our eye discipline that game was tremendous. I mean, on the last play, on the 4th and 3 play, whatever, he saw Key dropping. If he would have led him, he would have got his guy killed. So unfortunately, his reaction was really low, but he had to throw him down. If you don't throw him down, he would have got his guy decapitated. Now, it could have been a targeting call, but he would have got hurt. So there's some passes where he had to put him down. He made some good throws that game. He made some bad ones. But that's just playing the quarterback position, just like playing corner. Valentine had a great game. He's going to have some not so great games too. That's not a position where you can hide.
Yeah, it's true. He did throw everything. On a rope. What was I gonna say? Oh man, I had tell me this. We had Big Dog on Sunday morning. We got down to I got a phone call after the show and said Big Dog enjoyed some of the stuff we discussed. And this was one thing we took a little time on.
Okay.
Dude. Florida out there cheap shotting us. And to me and you, cheap shots, hopefully we agree, are different than somebody, getting hit later, hitting somebody while they're not looking. There's certain things you don't do.
Yeah, for sure.
Like if a receiver come off at your legs and you uncover 2 and he just dive at your knees, everybody else won't notice that. But dude, you don't, if the ball ain't coming this way, don't do that.
Right.
And I was saying, I know because I know how Mummy, we started winning, so we started getting a lot of scrutiny where we was the most penalized team in the SEC in my last 3 years. And
really?
Yeah, by far, dude. We would be every game we had at least 115, 100 something yards of penalties. We had about a fourth of our yardage that we gained. We lost the same amount of penalties.
Y'all came from Coach Curry, and where we wasn't penalized at all.
Oh yeah, I mean, I think it was
undisciplined renegades. Horrible.
No, one thing about it. You know how point shaving goes down. It don't go down where people drop balls. No,
right.
You get more free throws. You call phantom fouls. There's little stuff you do like that to keep the game close. But here's my thing. I want to see how you feel about this. Have we come far enough where Florida feel like they have to cheap shot us and do dirty play to let us know that they better than us? Because if you better than us, Alabama may or may not do it. I don't know. But I think Alabama walk in there, kick ass, and walk out of the stadium. I don't think there's no cheap shot hidden. Like I said, the one play where he hit Upshaw on the knee, Dude, these dudes in SEC are too damn athletic. You can get your head on the side of the knee. For you to put your head right in the kneecap, dude, you trying to hurt somebody. You trying to hurt somebody.
Anthony.
What you call it? Upshaw should have punched him in his shit.
Well, he couldn't because he was laid out, knocked out. He was already.
No, while he was down here. Hey, MMA, he should jump on MMA.
Anthony, before this game, because I hate when people want to change the narrative on us. Everybody says recent history is what matters, right? In recent history, we are fucking 2-2 against Florida. The last 4 times we played them, we are 500. In one of them games, we should have won. We should be 3-1 against Florida. You know what?
Oh, yeah.
These seniors have played those 4 games. Think about it. The seniors who took a COVID year have the worst record against Kentucky since the 70s. So they know about it. These recruits know about it. The freshmen saw us beat them last year at home. So it's not a something like maybe in 2018, they say, oh, well, they haven't won in 30-some years. I don't know when the last. Those guys seen all the ass whoopings. This new group of recruits has not. They have been 500 against us. So now they know they in a dogfight. So yes, they're gonna try. Hey, what you say? If you're not cheating, you ain't trying to win. They're gonna try everything in their power because they know on paper they're not better than us. I told people on paper, there's only one team in our division that's on paper better than us, and that's Georgia. That's it. There's no other team in the East on paper that's better than us. I'm gonna
say this. And I don't believe it was Van. I'm gonna give y'all some drop. Here goes some drop, man. Put y'all recorders on, like record screen. Nah, it ain't nothing big. It really ain't nothing big, but this is real talk. This type of shit me and Van I came up in because Van was already insulated in it. As a freshman, 1995, I'm playing cornerback because they needed cornerbacks for some reason. Because they said Van Howes ain't gonna make it. We need.
I don't know.
No, it wasn't that the reason, but I was playing corner. Dude, Van, same thing you saying was these jokers don't care about Florida. We gonna go beat them. And it wasn't you. Dude, but there were several DBs saying, well, y'all be ready to play, man, because once they get up on us, they're gonna put y'all in. They're gonna take y'all red shirts off of y'all.
Wait, what? Who the
you ain't never know that?
Man, see,
you know that.
Dude, that's been said. Anthony, dude, that's the kind of bullshit I hated when I was at Kentucky. Look, dude. Let me calm down for a second. See, that's the kind of shit. Please don't tell me no names, because I will right now text one of these motherfuckers and say, you sorry. Dude, this is now we're going off subject. We had a damn senior, a fucking senior, a key contributor to our offense in 1990. Would have been 95? No, 94. 94. Because we played them there my senior year. 94. We had a fucking senior, a key contributor on offense. This motherfucker came to the sideline, took a knee, put his hand on and said, they got me beat mentally and physically. I'm like, what the fuck? It's the first quarter, you dude. Seriously. That's the kind of shit I can't, man. I can't. I can't. That's some bullshit. In my DB room?
Hey, nah, you are some cat. I'm not saying that. I just think the team, I was a freshman. So I came from high school that I was winning all sports. And if we was losing, I was going to make sure we won because I was that good. But in high school, there's that big of a difference if you're a good athlete compared to just people who just playing high school football. So when I got to college, I'm assuming I'm playing with everybody who off the same shit I'm off of. Hey, man, hold on, man. Let's pull together. No. So upperclassmen, the guys I'm supposed to be looking up to saying, hey, man, y'all be ready. But you better be paying attention because they going to pull the red shirt off of you.
Stupid.
once they get up by 40 or 50.
Dude.
They go pull your red shirt off you. So no, I don't think it was baiting freshman or nothing. I just think when them dudes get done playing, let's see what the freshmen can do. Because there was, like Van told you, it wasn't my freshman year, but my red shirt freshman year when things didn't go well, they put us in. Man, we don't care, man. Give me the ball. Pow! We running up in there just making noise. We don't care. That's sometimes you put freshmen in just for a change of pace. And sometimes some of those freshmen flourish. But that shouldn't be your mindset going into a game. Hey, once I get beat up bad enough,
no, that's bullshit.
Take your red shirt, young.
I'll never forget this. We went to LSU. Think about this. Check this shit out. We went to LSU. I think we were 1 and something at that time, or maybe 2. All right. No, we was 1 and something. We was 1 and whatever. And after the game, we lost that game. And obviously, we went in my hometown, so I get interviewed. Now I'm pissed. And we had Dick Gabriel, Tom Leach on here, and I made a statement of, if we win this game, we have a chance of winning 6 because I feel good about the next few games, right? Now, they looked at me like I was stupid, right? Because how can you say that shit when you've only won 1 game thus far, and I think that was Indiana, all right? Guess what we did after that game? We won 3 fucking games in a row. We won 3 games in a row. If we win that
Georgia
game,
and Georgia?
Huh?
Did y'all beat Georgia and Georgia?
Yes, we beat Georgia, Mississippi State, and Vandy.
Yeah.
We went on a 3-game winning streak after that bullshit. We win that, we on a 4-game winning streak. Guess what happened? Now we go to Neyland Stadium with a chance of getting the fucking bowl game. But like you said, I'm sure I had motherfuckers who I thought were soldiers next to me talking about, hey, freshman, hey, get ready because the Tennessee game, when they get up, they might take your red shirt. That's some bullshit. All right, now let's carry on to good stuff.
You better pay attention. You better pay attention. Real quick though, Greg Petrie want to know what you thought about the Will Levis targeting. Absolutely target. You cool with him not calling it?
I don't think it was targeting. Just like
your defensive play, you always let bullshit.
Hold on.
Dude, that was targeting. His helmet. So his helmet just pop off. All he had was a pen suspension.
You've hit people in that. Hear me out. I don't think it was targeting. I think it was roughing the passer. That it should have been a penalty, but they shouldn't have kicked him out. Because here's the deal. The same way when Calvin Taylor hit Kyle Trask, I didn't say that was what's up, Stu? I didn't think that was targeting either. So it's the same thing. Why would I now say the same type of hit was a targeting because it was our quarterback? But I think it was roughing the passer because he drove him down too. Now the ball's gone. He hit him. Now here's the thing. This is why I hate targeting. He hit the damn bottom of his face mask. And the face mask torqued on him, right? So the snaps came out, no problem. It's the fact you don't drive him down though. The ball's gone. So to me, you don't kick him out, but you give us all fucking 15 yards though.
I can buy what you saying just because of the speed of the game,
right?
But everybody's right. If you going by the law, that if your helmet touches the face mask, like don't be up in that area. Put it like this. No. Here's the prime example. That isn't the here go Ali White, former UK player.
That isn't the letter of the law. Huh? That isn't the letter. That's because you hit the face mask. Hitting the face mask does not constitute targeting.
That means you hitting the helmet with your helmet.
No.
Listen, hold on, Van. I played with Tim Couch as a quarterback, and this is what I'm trying to tell you. You are not allowed to get 5 yards. If we in practice, you know how y'all like to run by him and woo, I would tell you that. You can't do that because if he follows through and hits your helmet, that's a large range. That's like 2 or 3 yards. So we don't want you getting 5 yards because we want to protect him. So by the same, if your helmet is here, possibly, but I'm saying the fact that it runs up there at any point and his helmet comes off, that means there had to be enough force.
That's roughing the passer.
Okay, well, there should have been some penalty.
Yeah, no. For them to get nothing is bullshit. But he didn't leave with the crown of his helmet. He didn't launch into him. He hit him in the chest and he hit the bottom of the face mask. That's not targeting. I'm just now.
Oh,
If you,
well, let me ask you this then. So Colby Cobb is on to something. So, but them turning his leg is warrant for a call.
Okay, I'm gonna say this. That targeting call on us was bullshit. So I guess it evened out because that was total bullshit. And this is why it was bullshit. Now this is why refs suck. This is why refs suck. All right. Look at the first series of the first series of the game. Jalen Geiger went on a blitz and he hit AR-15 in the knee with his helmet, and he didn't get called. So now, why would you call it on Will Levis and he rolling out the pocket? Technically, when he leaves the pocket, right, he's a running back. So technically, that's some bullshit. So for them to call that might have been a makeup call for not calling roughing the passer.
I absolutely think it was.
Because that was all them calls were bullshit, if you ask me. That was not targeting, but we should have got some on Will. And that damn thing on Will out of pocket, because technically what it is, just like NFL, if you come with your helmet and hit him on the knee, that is supposed to be roughing the passer. It's supposed to be. But why didn't you call it when Geiger hit AR-15 on the knee?
Yeah, I guess I didn't think it was gonna matter at that point.
That's the one, because when I saw that live, I'm like, oh, wait a minute. Someone hit their quarterback below the waist on a free blitz where he didn't have to go down. So I don't know, man. But yeah, Will should have got something, but that guy didn't deserve to be thrown out the game, though. He definitely did deserve the penalty, though.
I say
right.
I say before we get in the film session, I say a couple things. The ref should have called roughing the pass with target or not.
Right.
Yeah, okay. I'll buy that. I'll buy it.
That's the right call. That would have been the right call.
I'm gonna say this before we go. I'm gonna say this, and I gotta pose one more question. We're gonna get to the film room. We're gonna see what's really, really cracking. See what's going on inside. One thing I've said for several years, and it's BS to me, and I think when the Power 5 schools, not the Power 5, the 3 conferences, power conferences, disband for the NCAA, it's going to be the refs need to be responsible for some of their actions.
Yes.
I mean, I said at least just interview them so they can say, I'm sorry.
I agree.
Or something like, we don't never know if they get penalized or they don't lose money for that. I mean, you call them like a coach, if like, put it like this, you don't remember Lovey got fired from Chicago because of the field goal kicker missed the field goal. So if he makes the field goal, they go to the playoffs, and there ain't no problem.
I think he missed 2.
Well, right. So you fire Lovey. Okay, so my point is this: that refs need to be responsible because they can cost people their jobs or anything else. So just let them speak about it. These other 2 things I'm gonna say, and we're gonna get to the film session. What is your thoughts on this? Okay. But I already know, but I'm just throwing you a little pitch and catch. Dane Key, we ain't got nothing going. Will Levis throws it up, goes up, make a grown man play. I seen the little punk on Facebook trolling everybody talking about he didn't make the catch. Why are you praising him? Whatever the case is,
who said that?
I'll send you the tweet. I'll share the tweet with you.
Hey,
they added me.
There's an angle.
Hold on. Huh?
Okay. There's an angle where he caught it.
Say that. You can say that as your explanation. Part 2 is, and this is real stuff. Just because it's a locker, we need to break this real stuff down for people. Barry Brown, 1 catch, -2 yards. Everybody said, why Barry Brown didn't get the ball more? And this is all I said. And I have no problem. And Barry Brown going to be nice. The boy going to be cold. Barry Brown found out the first time he caught that ball that this SEC, I ain't about to catch it and just skirt on y'all. So he going to be great. Don't get me wrong. He going to be good. But what he did against Miami of Ohio, it was great. It happened. That was not the SEC. When he caught that ball and pew, 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 because that's how it was when we played out of conference Louisville, and then we got an SEC. Like, damn, every time you break a tackle. So to be great, you got to break one, get ready to break another one. You got to be on your shits. Like, you got to be on that ladder drill just just real bad. So that with Dane Key making the big play as a true freshman in the swamp when we have nothing else going. And what is your thoughts on Barry Brown's debut in the SEC?
I'm gonna go Barry Brown first because this is the kind of shit that pisses me off. Because there's only one ball and there's only 60 some odd plays in the game, right? So you got one group of fans, oh, we gotta get the tight ends involved. There's one group of fans, oh, we gotta run it down their throat. There's one group of fans, we gotta get it to Tavion Robinson, we gotta give it to Dane Key. We got dude. Oh wow.
Damn.
There is not. You can't have your cake and eat it too. They tried to get the ball to Barry Brown. It wasn't successful. Now, but then y'all gonna say, well, we still got to give the tight ends 10 targets. Well, damn, how many times you threw the ball? 20 something? Right?
Well, 13 we caught. Let me see where Will. He threw the ball 24.
24 times. We targeted tight ends at least 7 or 8. So now you're going to 16 more throws. Now you gotta give Dane some run. And so it's like you only got so many opportunities, right? And here's the thing about the passing game as a former quarterback is routes, passing plays are not designed to give it to X player. They're not. Now, as a quarterback can make it to be designed to get it to X player because I know X player is going to get open. But plays are not always designed to get X player open. They're running route concepts thinking that the defense is going to play this and that guy might be open. So maybe Barry Brown didn't get open because you can't run. I think we are proven in the last 2 games you can't run bubble screens. We're not good enough blockers on the perimeter. All right.
No.
So then what you gonna do? You got to run routes. You got to run the right route and be at the right place at the right time. There's a whole lot to it than just let me just feed the ball to Barry Brown. Know how you can feed the ball to Wan'Dale? Because Wan'Dale's gonna be where he's supposed to be when he's supposed to be there, and now I can find him. There's layers to this. Now, for me, Dane Key has done things that I didn't think he could do this early. He's running some routes, dude, that little nuances that I didn't think he had as a freshman. Knowing, as you know, find the right window, knowing when to throttle down on a slant and not run through the zone and get killed by a safety. Knowing how to set up his route. Knowing how to set up a cornerback to make him think I'm doing something and then run an out route. Knowing how to step on DB's toes, not literally, but technique-wise, stepping on. Dude, he's doing things that, as a freshman, is high level. And the more you think about it, the more he's got a damn dad who was a linebacker. He's got an older brother who's a DB, who is a corner safety linebacker. He's got some advantages that most people don't have. He can go home and ask, hey, bro, look, man, I like to run an out route. When you see, what do you see that is giving my out route away? Well, look, you're doing this and that, so don't do that. And now I got you. Now, what don't you like to happen for a receiver when he runs a route on you? Oh, I can take the mental notes. Now I got notes, high level players, not just fucking dad who played in damn high school. We got dad who played in college and a brother who played in the league. That's high caliber notes. So he's doing things that's crazy. He's doing things that most freshmen can't do.
Well, hey, y'all got to stop asking me questions if we can get the film session, because I am loving y'all questions. If y'all want to continue to ask questions, we do that. We may not get to no film. I do know there's a couple plays that people spoke about wanting to hear about on here. But so y'all keep on throwing them at. I'm not sure who Moonshine been listening to. You think, I don't know if Skang called the best game, but I do love the fact that he tried different things and he was in his bag.
I think he called a great game.
Great? On a scale of 1 to 10, how high?
I'm gonna say that I did this all. I'm gonna go with this. When I watch the game live, I'm like, it sucks. I'm like, what the fuck? This makes there's no continuity in this. There's no flow to me to the game calling, right? Then when I watch the film, I'm like, okay, I think I see what he's doing. Then I see the guy not executing, like, okay, now you motherfuckers, there was a play there. There was on Will Levis' draw. It was there, dude. Damn, flats got thrown into him. Like, come on, man. You too damn big to get tossed like that. There was just plays, damn tight ends not sticking on their blocks. Skane making the damn defensive line run sideline to sideline. We haven't ran that many tosses. We ran at least 4 to 5 tosses this game. Like, just things like I'm thinking, like, okay, now I see the rhyme and reason. And because of that, like, I don't know who makes the protection calls. I'm gonna say Will does. Will screwed up some protection calls. That wasn't on the O-line all the time. So for me, if you look at just the plays, not the result of the plays, because if you look at the result of the plays, it's a bad game plan. But when you look at the execution of them, then I'm like, now I see. Now I see what you were thinking. Now I see how you build off of it. So I think he called a great game.
Okay. I take it.
No, not a perfect game. I think he called.
Who you got? Who you got the MVP of the
great.
defense? Who you got the MVP of the defensive game before we go to film?
What's that?
Who you have the MVP of our defense? Because they played so good. I wonder if the same person stood out to most people, or do you?
I can't, man. I can't. Because live, I saw the little things that Jock was doing. Because I tweeted it in the middle of the game. I'm like, Jock is the best player on the field right now. Then right. I looked at the film like, I don't know, man. Square is out here balling his ass off. Then you look at some of the, and when I say that, I'm not looking at the impact plays. Like Weaver's interceptions, obviously a big play. That's only one play in the game, though. Like you can make one big play and then suck it up the rest of the plays. That don't mean you're the most valuable player. So then I'm looking at what he's doing. Then I look at what Weaver did. I'm gonna say the linebackers, the 4 linebackers, the 4 starting linebackers as a group is a defensive MVP.
Okay.
Because I can't pick one.
Oxendine had 2 quarterback hurries.
No, the defensive line played well. Shit, Deion Walker was a home wrecker. He went to the swamp and played and bought some real estate in that stadium. So he played well. Josiah made a couple plays. No, the defensive line played well. But them linebackers just, dude, come on. Here's, even if you don't know football and don't even watch a lot, when you are able to hold AR-15 to 4 fucking yards rushing.
Dude ain't that nice, man.
Anthony, I'm not saying.
Nice. Like you turn your back and just run away, dude ain't that nice, man.
No. But Anthony, 4 yards, dude? Anthony, you have
you're a quarterback. You shouldn't be getting 100 yards.
No. I said if we can keep him under 60, we are great. He
shouldn't be running. We shouldn't be. No.
Well, damn, Anthony, last week he had 100. 2 weeks ago he had 100 or something.
Because I didn't watch the game. It appears to me that people's turning their back and letting them run.
Well,
they trailing people.
That's what I'm saying. That's why we had a lot.
I'm not buying this one.
Anthony,
I'm saying, okay, if you allow him to run, then I'm sure any quarter, if you turn your back on Will will pick up 10 or 15 per yard.
But that's hold on.
I'm saying what?
But not everybody turns their back. Like them are corners. They had to go by the linebackers.
I wasn't impressed by him. He was running through barren land. I wasn't impressed by the way he was getting. It ain't like he was doing Lynn Bowles, like where it's set up, they pulling and all this type.
Yeah, he's a quarterback.
So I mean, I understand what you're saying. I understand, and that's why I think last week for them was smoke and mirrors, and I think last week for smoke and mirrors.
Yes.
And if they felt like they was gonna win the way they won last week, I knew for certain they wasn't gonna win.
That's
But I
why
also figured it'd be hard for us to win the way we won last week.
That's why I knew we was gonna win the game. I said from day one we were winning this game. I said from day one. You go all the way back to after the end of last year. I'm like, Florida, we winning. Period. We're just a better team. We are a better. There is. You mean on Geiger? There is no better feeling than to play a team that has had your card for so long and go into their house and know you just better. Like, we know we just better than them right now. You can go player for player. You can go tit for tat and say, okay, we got better quarterback. We definitely got better receivers.
When did we get a better quarterback? After the game? Because before the game and during the game, we didn't have a better quarterback.
Yeah, them bullshit people don't know what they're talking about. We got better quarterback. We got better receivers. We got better tight end. The O-line, about even. We got better defensive line. We got better linebackers. We got better secondary. Like we're just better. Now, they have a couple players. Cox is a dog. They got a good corner. But overall, on paper, we're just a better team.
What position does Dean play?
Dean plays linebacker.
Okay. I didn't know if he was stand-up Dean. I didn't know they have that Javon Curse type shit.
No, that's Cox.
He didn't look that big.
Cox is the more of the damn, who you just said? Javon Curse? No, you said somebody else though.
I said Javon Curse.
Okay, yeah. Cox is the Javon Curse.
Wow. Man, let's get to the film session. I don't know what Oliver talking about. Oliver obviously has not watched the locker very often. How you gonna tell me quick and hard? I'm telling you, I'm not taking the bullshit. And Van, that's the type of stuff. That's the type of stuff we're talking about. When you got Kentucky talking about, man, no, they play good. No. Let's put our bar up there where everybody else in the SEC. Our bar ain't, we played hard when we had them close. No. That was win every possession you're supposed to win. Don't leave none on the table. That was a C- game. Yeah. That was dude, we should have hung 40 points on them. We should have hung 40 points on them. At their own crib. Look, we missed a field goal. We crapped down our leg on that drive. I want to show that play first where Wright didn't change the ball in his hand. He ran his ball in the inside hand. That's points. So that's a missed field goal. We got a sack that put us back in 3rd and long, and guy was wide open. Like, there's a situation in that game where we had chances, and Zion played. Zion played in the registered tackle, actually. Yeah, he 1 or 2. Says 1. Okay. Yeah, he's played. Yeah. So all right, man. So let's get a couple plays in and out. Because that's what I know people come to see, and that's what you love to do. I'm gonna do this one first, and then I'm gonna have you pick what you want after that. But this one is, I want to ask you, since you are the expert at this position, let me know what the hell's going on. Oh, dude. Why am I glitching? Here we go. I'm gonna just play at full speed, and you tell me. So, for all this game, right, we had issues blocking, right? Right. But now we got sealed. We got this thing hemmed up, right? Right. Now tell me why Wright has the ball in his wrong hand. Now he's got to stop to stiff arm. Across your body. he got to stop. And you can tell from the other angle that he stops to stiff arm. Now, you tell me, any good SEC back, this is a touchdown. He's getting stiff arm. Right? If it's a really good corner, it might be a tackle. Go back to the top. This is my problem. He got 2 yards off that 1.5?
Well, they
Go
not
back
letting me.
to
Hold on. Let
go
me
back
count.
to
They're
the
not letting
top.
me go back. Hold on. I'm
Huh?
going to have to get out again and start it back because for some reason it's not letting me rewind.
Cool. That ain't no problem with that.
Like he got to switch arms. He's got to. Because even if he switch arms and don't score, I think he gets the first down.
I'm way before that. And this is where I think this is where me and a lot of y'all differ. I'm way before that. I don't even think he shouldn't even get to that point for me. Like I wouldn't even get to that point.
Okay, let me bring it back up then. Hold on.
Ellis, hold your thought, Ellis. Van, hold your thought. Cobby Cobb, hold your thought. And this is just my running back perspective. From me, maybe I'm different than anybody else. Okay, you got a slow-mo.
Yes.
Watch till he gets to 79's tail.
79's tail.
My lane is going to be a 79's tail. All right. Now, you ain't got to really go slow. We're 79. I'm running right off 79's tail. Right there. Right. I'm still on 79. I'm gashing through there. Hold on. Listen. I'm gashing through there. Watch.
Yeah.
Keep going.
Okay. I feel you. That's true.
Because right now, hold on. I'm one-on-one with number 2 right now. And I'm just about to dead leg him.
Like on Smoke did later.
If you was a corner, Van, do you want to see me coming downhill at you?
No.
Or going sideways?
Sideways.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why when me and Cobby Cobb talked about this, I'm never even getting to that point.
I feel you. No, you
because even if I go downhill right now, I'm gonna meet him for a 2-yard gain if I lose. If you banking on possibly beating this guy, now 2 is in trail, 24 is running with you. Yeah.
Dude,
that's even track him, you gonna pick up 3.
Anthony, no, dude, I'm wrong. No, I didn't even know. I was just looking at the end result. If he goes,
you're right. No, you are right. If that was, say, that dude broke through a lot earlier and he had to bounce it, then I agree with you. But I'm saying I'm never bouncing it because I'm right on 79. Before 79 even made contact, I was on this tail end. Like he started bouncing it way too early for me.
Even if he stuck that left foot in the ground here and went this way, now he's got one-on-one with this dude.
Right, and that he should have been coming downhill from the beginning. He should have never even turned his shoulder.
You're right.
From what I saw, that's just me.
No, I agree.
And I'm gonna take me and number two about to work out. We're about to work out.
Because you know damn well it wasn't called to be bounced out.
No, because you off 79's tail. Yeah. Like if he full speed right here, that 33 don't even phase him because he should be buying him. If he comes downhill like he's supposed to.
This guy's gone too. Because he's almost on a hash. Dude, this is at least 3 yards of space. At least. Could be 4. So if he cuts in, this guy's got no chance. He ain't that big and long. He's got no chance of going back this way and making a tackle. Could he touch him? Sure. But he's going to tackle him? No.
And I'm sticking my foot in the ground on number 2, though. So I mean, I'll probably even stretch it. And I dead leg number 2. But me and number 2 going to be the angle. It ain't, and that's why I was telling Cobby Cobb, it would never even got to this outside action.
Yep, I agree.
But I do agree with y'all. Once he got to that point, he should have switched ball. But I think at this point, he just like, damn, the show is over. You pick up 1 damn yard because you bounced it. Even if you came downhill, you hit him at 1 yard.
Yeah.
And I've said this for years on the locker when we break this stuff down. You're not guaranteed once you bounce it and all this stuff. So sometimes you see color. I'm like, I ain't about to give up this color to go outside and see how many people going to meet me out there. If I got a one-on-one and you see the way it's blocked, if I got a one-on-one, that's 9-on-7 because on 9-on-7 is always a free guy coming.
But Anthony, right here though, right? He don't see color. All he see is white. Right here, right?
Oh yeah, right.
So there's no reason to bounce because at this
that
point,
left foot should be going. That left foot should be planted in the ground, going up the field.
Yeah,
right.
Because he won't see color until he already made his decision right there. Now he sees color. That's too late. He should have been already down here by now. You're right.
So
you're exactly right.
I would love to see what they say in the meeting, but
because there's no color right there, and he's already bouncing. You're right.
So that's what I was telling Cobby Cobb on the thing. He was like, he should have switched hands. And that's right. Y'all are right once he got to that point. But if he like me, he like, damn, I missed my exit. I got to get back on the freeway. I think that's what he did, and he might have just been discombobulated.
Yeah, because it should have been at least what, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2.
Oh yeah, especially with his full speed going downhill.
Yeah, at worst it should be 3rd and 1. Yeah.
Did you?
What play you want to see next?
I want to see that long run by Florida again. I want to see if if you got it available. I want to see what we saw happen last week.
The long run by Florida. Which
down
one?
The left sideline, Florida sideline.
Florida sideline.
We ran a slant up front. And the nose tackle got washed 15 yards out of the play.
Damn it, Anthony.
Yeah, Cobby, right. You are right. Once he did whatever he did, he should have switched hands. But I wasn't even worrying about what he did when he got there. So he I mean, go ahead. If you ain't got it, go ahead and give me what you got. That's the only one I really wanted to break down because I know Cobby didn't understand what I was seeing.
No, I got it. I just gotta find it.
Now
I got it. I got it.
I'm seeing, huh?
No, I got it. I just gotta find it. Just gotta make sure I didn't label them for some reason. No, that's not it. Give me a second. I apologize, y'all. This is bad on my part.
Smeezo over there watching. Where Coach Stu at? Bring Coach Stu if he's still watching. Tell him to come on here and explain to us what happened.
Damn, where is it?
Somebody gonna do some up downs or something.
Why don't I have it?
You really don't even have to go to it. I said, but if this gonna happen every week, we want to keep a running tab of it.
Yeah, right. This is
I want to see the whole.
I'm sorry, y'all. Some reason this damn thing is mixed up.
You're right, Lake Dogs. I think is exactly why Van says, Saunders played. I thought Saunders played a pretty decent.
Saunders
game.
played well, dude.
Saunders played well. I saw his number in position.
No doubt about it. Saunders played well. I think I got it right here. Give me 1 second.
Yeah, Lake Dog. If Rodgers don't get it in gears, Dion and
True,
hey, man, we ain't saving no spot for you, big fella.
Hey, that bus will leave your ass right at the hotel. I've seen people been left at the hotel. It will leave you at the hotel. If you don't go on the bus, ain't nobody waiting. Give me a second. It's queuing it up now.
And I tell you, I'm gonna say this about the last play we broke down, and this is why I think if I got to give myself credit, that is why I deserve credit. My vision, everybody may not have it, and it may be something that a lot of people don't have. So when I see something, most people will be like, "Well, you would." Yes, I would have. Like I would have hit it because I'm trained to hit that. So I don't. But so that's what I'm saying. Maybe the average back gonna miss it 50% of the time. If I miss one. So I'm bad on myself because I rarely do. Because one, I'm not really fast. I'm not like Boone Williams fast and that type of stuff. So I don't have an opportunity. So if I do get, and that's what I was telling Cobby, if I do see an opportunity, I got to take it now. Because if you know, man, in college and in the pros, if your opportunity shows that small for us, damn it, you better take it. Because if you're looking for something bigger, you're gonna end up with it.
That elevator closed like and it doesn't close like it closed.
As soon as you see it coming open, you better get it.
Yeah, here's the thing that bothers me a little bit this year, and I don't know if it's coaching or not. One thing Eddie Gran did, dude. If one thing Eddie Gran did, right? Those boys went slow in the hole, fast out. Now it seems like they're going fast into the hole. They don't have time to adjust and read. Seem like I don't know how you would put it, But for me, you throttle into the hole and then you yank it down and get out of that thing. Now they're going too damn fast into the hole. Dude, that look, I'm gonna tell you, this is no shit. No shit right here. When I was with the Bears, they made me a safety. And we were going our ones against the bag ups. And not with Sean Salam. Damn, what's the other back? The other back from Ohio State, can't think of his name. And I came down. Dude, that hole was like this. And I got my body already like back flat, head up, get my traps up so I won't get my neck taken off. And that hole was, dude, that hole had to be 3 feet. By the time I got two yards away from it, that damn thing went yak up. And I saw him no, he didn't make it through it. Dude, them holes, dude, they were closed up in a heartbeat. In my head, I'm like, damn, this motherfucker gonna try to run over me. Next thing I know, I didn't even hit nobody. I didn't hit nobody because they took care of it, dude. It's no, I can't explain unless you've been there how what those doors where you come in, like you go through a secure building and you open it, all of a sudden when you let go with that thing where yank them, that's all I did.
Real talk, man.
What's the damn running back name? Because he was good. Can't think of it.
You talking about before Eddie George or after Eddie George?
He had to be before. He was a veteran when I went in the league in '97. He played for the Bears.
You talking about Penn State or
no? Curtis Enos came after me. I'll
Anthony Thomas was there too, wasn't he?
Who?
Thomas, Anthony Thomas, Thompson.
He came after me.
Ohio State Bears. Butler Benote.
When I get it, I'm gonna kick myself because we were good. we liked each other. You know what I'm saying? Like sometimes there's some people on the team you don't like.
Yeah,
he was cool. I'll find it.
It wasn't Pepe Pearson.
No. Maybe he's not Ohio State then. I thought he played.
I don't think he's Ohio State.
Okay, maybe not then.
Not Eric Bieniemy, because you did say Rashawn Salam.
No. He Eric Bieniemy didn't play for the Bears.
I ain't think so. I thought it might have been at the end of his career. Oh, I know who you're talking about. I can see that. I can see him too. Big old dude, right?
Yeah, thick.
Yeah, I know you're talking about. I can see who you're talking about. Go ahead, though.
Hold on. Raymond Harris.
He played at Ohio State.
Yeah,
he did play there. He played for the Bears too.
Yeah, Raymond Harris.
That's who it was?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Once I saw it, I knew who it was. I could not think of his name right. Yeah, Raymond was a beast, dude.
I just like good football, Cobby Cobb, man.
Hey, we are all, dude. I had a player today. I don't know how old they fucking think I am. So, Jimmy was 4 years younger than me. So, I'm talking. I'm like, dude, I've almost been out of high school 30 years. Next year be my 30-year class. No way. I'm like, dude, I graduated in '93. KB. Like, why am I gonna lie to you? I'm gonna lie to you, dude. I'm old. Shit.
All right, here we go. Slant. Wait a minute. I don't know. Like, coach. I don't know. I don't know where Coach Stu at, man.
I don't know what. No, but hold on.
And
but
is this batter supposed to be fighting like this or
no
safety?
So honestly, from my, I'm not a D-line coach, right? So honestly, I think this is Saunders. Saunders should be in this hole. But here's the problem, though. Saunders got double teamed. They stopped his progress, right?
Right.
So linebackers supposed to, when I play, they're supposed to loop this way because all these gaps this way should be taken care of, right?
Right.
Because they're slanting into them. So in essence, I mean, I guess Square could have came here and came back around, but when you look at the end zone cut, that hole is humongous. Shit. That hole is, dude. That hole, when you see it from this angle, watch how big this hole is. Look how big that hole is.
Somebody had to be.
Well,
dang, it was gonna be big no matter what square did. The square stayed outside. Right. He was gonna be up the gut.
Saunders got to cross this guy's face. He's got to. Right. But they double team him. So now that's two guys taken care of. Now, honestly, I don't know what Derek Jackson, because you got to adjust, because you got contain here. So he doesn't have that gap. This got to be his gap here.
Right.
But, right, with all that said, though, that hole shouldn't be that big, though.
Wait a minute. So they rubbed up from Sanders to Jackson?
No, Jackson.
I never seen Jackson come across the face or Sanders.
No, Jackson's untouched. Jackson screwed up.
Oh, so okay.
Because this is Jackson here.
Oh yeah, okay, he's still back. Damn.
Yeah, he can't be there because you got. I'm gonna say this is C gap and you got contain here. There's no other gap on this side of the field.
Right. So
he can't go that way. Now, sometimes depends on how. Sometimes you might have 2A gaps. You might have. He should go A. He should go B. So maybe he's got this A gap. Right. But with that said, you can't get washed and get the hole that big, though. That's all I'm saying. Yes, he did what his job was, but dude, that hole, Anthony, from here to here is 9 yards, right? From the sideline to here is, I think, is another like 8 yards. So that's probably a fucking 5-yard hole. You don't do that on defense. There's no 5-yard holes when everybody's in their right gap.
I asked Coach Stu. Coach Stu said he'll live with it. He said he was all right on that play. Maybe his expectations just low for him. Oliver White, there you go for low expectations. If you don't want me being hard, there you go for low expectations. That's what you get.
Stu is getting soft because now I'm not gonna lie. He should be here. And I even said that. He should be here. No doubt about it. I'm not gonna lie. But it's no way this hole should be this wide, though.
No way.
Rodgers should be about right here. Now that hole would be 2 to 3 yards. That
Why
would
don't you just cross his face and force upfield, right?
Yeah, you don't.
Why just cross his face and let him shove you?
I don't know.
All you doing is crossing his face, letting him push you. Just cross his face.
There's no resistance, Anthony. He is not trying. There's no energy back this way. You know what I'm saying?
Well, cross his face and drop to a knee. Look,
he's just
how many yards is that?
As we call it, he's brother-in-law in that. He's just letting him. He's going for the ride.
How far is the hash to the number? Top of the number?
It's about 8.
Ooh.
I think it's if I remember correctly, I think it's 13 yards in between from hash to hash. I think it's 13.
I'm gonna get in Stu's ass. I'm gonna get in Coach Stu's ass next time I see him. He done this shit 2 weeks in a row. And if you obviously, you know what? And if Coach Stu takes responsibility, then I'm in your ass, Coach. Because if you feel like that's okay, that's why he's doing it 2 weeks in a row.
Anthony, he started on the hash mark. He started on the hash mark. He got all the way to the top of this F. That's at a good 6 yards. Close to 7.
Hey, look, that's all I need is about a yard to run through for me to catch.
He got all the way to the F. He got all the way to the F.
That dude must not be that fast.
No, he's not. That running back, I know him because he played at ULL. He played at Louisiana last year. Oh, okay. He ain't that fast, but he's a good back. Dude, can you imagine, Anthony? You got that hole?
Gosh.
Dude, that's from hash That's 4 yards of a hole, and you only got one guy in it. You only
Man,
got
come on, man. And you
one
got
guy.
two-way go because no matter what square do, he dead. Because if he jump outside, dude
Right.
just gonna keep it straight up.
Right. Square did enough to get this holding call. Because that right there, like, how do you miss that? How do you miss that hold? That's right in
Wait a
your
minute,
foot.
where we got a holding call at?
He's looking right at it, right here. Let me zoom into it. Let me zoom in so you can definitely see it. Watch Square get his body doesn't move
Okay,
anymore.
I got it.
Watch this. That right there. See? He trying to come away and he's like, that's a hold.
Yeah, he should have been called because his body moved, but he
Right.
he did a hell of a job recovering from it.
It's
That's
better
probably
false
if he
notice.
would have did a little acting, he might have got it.
I might.
I think he fought through it too good because that hesitation, if
Yeah.
you get the game so quick in
Right
the SEC, man.
And then,
It's definitely a hold. I think if he'd have foiled his arms, it
yeah,
probably would have.
probably. And I don't know what Valentine's doing. Dude, as a corner, you see a hole like that,
You better get down in
you
there,
gotta
huh?
come down. You gotta come downhill and force him back inside. You gotta come downhill and hopefully your brother comes, and then y'all can squish him like a pimple. But you
don't want to
can't
leave
let
all
him
that
go
space out there.
outside.
You give him all that space, it's over for you
It's
anyway.
over. He didn't even come off the yard line. So that's a big play. And that should never happen. That should have never happened.
Let me see. Got one more. I got one more in me.
Okay. What one you want?
I don't know. That's what I'm trying to tell you.
Oh, you want me to get one more?
Yeah, whatever you got.
Oh.
You think he catches? I think that's just fairly routine for us.
Oh, I got this one. I got this one today. I got another angle. It's that third down and long where Will missed that guy. He missed Harris up the seam. Let me find
And you all also can go on Twitter and catch some of these clips. The hit to the knee, Van breaks a lot more down. We just ain't got a whole lot of time on the show, so we just break down a couple things we think is interesting and tell you some of the good, some of the bad, some of the ugly. But everybody's so giddy. It's going to be some games where people don't think we played well.
Yeah.
We may have to break it down and let you know why. It ain't as bad as it seems.
But Anthony, how many times have you heard, not playing Vandy or playing some team that's not good, have we played a really good SEC team, didn't play our best, and win by double digits?
Yeah.
Not just win.
At their crib.
And at that crib. That's even in at their crib and win by double digits. And could have won by more. No, that guy's slow. I'm not gonna say Love is not fast, but on that situation, that guy's speed is not elite. I've seen him run a lot. His speed is not elite. Now this pass bothered me a lot, and it bothered me from the bad angle I had. Now we got almost an end zone angle, and it bothers me even more. Right? Because now you can just see it. And this is the part that bothers me, because as a quarterback, you should know this, is the safeties are only responsible for their side of the field in cover 2. They're responsible for their 1 and number 2. That's 1, and there's 2. And this is, I think that's Tavion. So this is actually number 2. And Magwood is number 1. He's going to come into play in a second. I might be able to do that. No, that might be Magwood there. But there's Tavion's in the backfield. This will be the number 2. All right. So this guy is only looking over here. He's only responsible for those 2. This guy over here is responsible for those 2. And this linebacker has got to carry 3 up the seam if he does. But number 3 doesn't. So now he frees up. All right. Watch this. Will hitches. He wants to throw it. It's not open. There's no window. He's in the way, and this guy's over the top. It's just not open. You got to come off of it. Look at this guy.
Dang.
There's nobody in the middle of the field.
Yeah.
He's open now because he's even with him. Now, right now, he hitching. Now, the ball is still in his hand. The ball is still here. He's still looking this way. There's nothing changed. He's not open. Now, he's climbed even further on him. If he got off of it and threw that ball about right here, that's ball game. Because he ain't going to get it.
And I think if that's Wandale over there, I think that's what's going to happen.
Yeah, probably.
I think he's looking for that. He anticipating that.
He's open. He hasn't thrown it.
Right.
He's open. He just threw the ball right there. He's open. Now, here's the other thing that bothered me is watch him. Shouldn't he come back to the damn ball? Right? If he came back to the ball instead of just dropping to his knees.
Oh, yeah.
That's a catch. Right?
Torrey Holt, that's that old greatest show on turf. Oh, Torrey Holt, man, he stopped his feet. Boy, he come back 5 yards to that bad boy.
You got to come back to the ball.
Yeah.
You can't sit in cement. He sat in cement at the 32 and the ball hasn't been thrown. He's still there. He doesn't move. And that just like I say, if you watch me, like I say, when these guys have contained and they get washed to the sideline, if he comes this way, they got no shot at knocking his ball down. Because they barely got it there.
Yeah.
Somebody was 2 yards further up. That's a catch. And now it's 4th down and 1 or 2. Then we decide we want to go for it or not.
I'm going to say it one time on live TV. I'm going to say it one time on live TV for you. And we've said it before. I ain't going to say we going to miss Wandale. But Will ain't make Wandale. Will did. And that's a prime example. Will didn't make Wandale. Like, when you go to Wandale, he close, he get off the bunk, he find open space. I mean, he take contact. There ain't nothing he can't do as a receiver. Because like you said, Will shouldn't have waited on him. But once he did wait on you, you got to fight for that ball.
Right. Okay, question. This is my question. I was a big fan of both these guys. I saw one of them play in college with my own 2 eyes. Did Jerry Rice make Joe Montana? Did Joe Montana make Jerry Rice? Or was it just a perfect tandem? I mean, does it have to be someone made somebody?
No, okay. So you want me to speak English?
No.
Will gonna struggle not having what that was meant to say. Will gonna struggle not having Wandale. Okay. It's gonna be some growing pains.
It's gonna be interesting.
You came in with a motherfucker who already knew how to play the position,
right?
And you just happen to be now. You got young receivers. You can get the ball in Tavion's hand, but do he have the faith in Tavion like he had in that he had in Wandale at this point? No, he don't. And I'm saying that was a prime example. That's where I came up with it from. The way they come back to screens, getting behind the line of scrimmage, finding the lane. There's a lot of just little things.
Yeah, I agree.
That Wandale did on the regular.
And I'm gonna say this, and he's not glued to Tavion because Tavion ran an option route in the first half. Yeah. He was wide, he was butt naked open. He didn't even look at him. So it's kind of like sometimes it's like Patrick Mahomes not having Tyreek Hill, where he was headhunting Tyreek Hill. His first read, regardless of what it is, was Tyreek Hill. Now he's looking for everybody. Could that be a little too much? Because he's not looking for Tavion. Maybe he need to look for Tavion a little bit more.
No, I think here's the thing, and I said this on Twitter, and we ain't getting enough film into the show that we're gonna show. I want to show one more. And while we're talking, I want you to cue up show them why Deion Walker is different. I want people to see why Deion Walker is just different. But the one thing on play action, and you showed that last one, off the snap, if the backer, what are you looking at? If the backer is fading into the lane you plan on going to, You got to come off of it. You can't wait for anything else to happen. And typically, if they shifting, there's a rotation that you should have seen on film. Where, as you said, he should have known he was wide open on the backside. Like Tavion Robinson was wide open on, I ain't say wide open, but was open on the option route underneath. The play actions, when they were bringing pressure, people was like, he's not getting time. But the fact on the play action, which we shouldn't have ran so much damn play action, that's why I had a little problem with Scangarello. Like the play action wasn't working. It wasn't honoring the run because we wasn't being effective on the run. If you put your thing down, if you put your hand down at the running back and the backer is coming, you need to get ready to get it out of your hand before. Don't keep your play action out there. Don't keep carrying out your fake as if you gonna draw other people in. No, because it's the SEC. The guy who has a running back is gonna take him out, and whoever has a quarterback is just reading his eyes.
Right.
You're not drawing nobody else in because you ain't killing on the run. So my thing was, people were saying, they getting there too quick. But no, when they bring those guys, you playing with less people. If you bring extra people, you playing with less people. And the quarterback should anticipate that.
I'm trying to think in any situation in that game. Trying to think. Because here's what makes me upset is people remember only one play. He passed the ball 20-some times. And I remember only a handful where he didn't have time. So that means the other times he has fucking time. And then on a handful of those times, on a handful of the plays where he didn't have time, some of them were not the O-line fault. So for someone to say he didn't have time, I mean, there's layers to it because honestly, he did pretty well in the first half and then crapped down his leg in the second. Because at one time, dude, he was like 7 for 7.
Right.
So I don't know. I think even on the play action, I'm gonna say this, and now I'm gonna contradict myself for what I've said in the past. I've always said, in my experience, quarterbacks read one side of the field. They're not reading the fucking whole field. The play is designed to attack one side of the field, and you're trying to throw it to those 2 or 3 receivers over there. But I'm going to contradict myself by saying Will has been in this system. This is second year, right? We can get off of 1 and 2 and go to 3, though, especially when you got time.
Yeah.
So if already, and here's the thing, this is what I hate. He hitched. So that means number 1 ain't there. Why stay on him?
Yeah.
When you hitch,
3 and 4,
that means I gotta go to somewhere else. You can't hitch and stay there. That's my problem. You can't hitch and hope he's gonna get open. You can't pray him open. You can't pray him open. Or as the quarterback coach told me, you can throw him open. Maybe you throw him to the second window. You don't throw at him. Maybe you throw him to the second window. But you don't. Okay, you ain't open now, but I'm going to give you a half a second. No. If he ain't there, you go to number 3. And that's the only problem I have. No, that was on. I know I don't hate PFF, but their grading is suspect. If you read that play, that was over the tackle, sprint out. That was not, he's not supposed to go outside the tackle. They wouldn't have blocked it that way if he was supposed to sprint out. If he stood in the pocket, he had another pass there. That's what I'm saying. Our offense left points and yards off on the table. And for us to whip Florida's ass like we did, it's kind of scary.
All right, we're gonna get out of here on this, man.
I'm not gonna even slow it down because this. Dude, that's not right, dude. That's not right. Poor 65. He just, dude, that's
the one that was beating up on Justin.
Yep. You damn. That's the one that drove. Yep, you're right. Dude, You should be able to toss. Look,
Damn, man, watch out, man. First you stalemate. First he probably think he got a good stalemate going on.
Dude, whoa, Anthony. Watch 65 feet, right? He on skates. Watch. That's on skates. When both your feet hit the ground like that, you're on skates.
But that's what I meant. I think he's trying to brace himself for a stalemate. Trying to stop himself from going backwards. And Stu always talk about that's that old push and pull. I think get him out there and then losing. And Justin Rogers don't do that enough, man. Dang, boy.
Well, and you know the running back ain't got no shot. 6,
Damn,
7,
boy.
3+. He ain't got no shot. And he made a good tackle. Look, and he made a good form tackle.
It's kind of pleasant with his little tail because he should have picked him up or he should have drove him into the ground or harder. Yeah, buddy.
If he wouldn't have
We got some
thrown
different type of dudes out here.
65 would have gave him a little resistance. He wouldn't have been that. You know what I'm saying? He would have been at this big yard line there. Now he threw him so far, he propelled himself forward. He was off balance. Dude, that's a big ass play though, dude. That's dude. That is.
That is true.
What's that?
He said,
yeah, I know. I saw that.
Yeah, he ain't do that old Dikembe like another day at the office,
He had a little emotion. It wasn't much. He went, yeah. He put his hands above his shoulders.
Yeah, I'm curious to see what Will's end of the season grade is going to be. We got a lot of talent, and for all the preseason hype, man, I hate for people to start labeling you as the reason we didn't. Not saying he won't, but there's some work to be done.
But Anthony, let me give you a true number. Let me give you exactly what it was. Give me 1 second. Will start the game off 9 for 10. I mean, he started the game off on fire, and the incompletion was on 3rd and 20.
Right.
Started off 7 for 7. That's at least 20, 38. Well, that's 38, 48, 59 for like 70 some yards.
Taking what they're giving you, huh?
So, I mean,
I'm telling you what I saw, and I've been saying everything I'm telling you is stuff we done talked about on here before.
Yeah.
So I'm saying if the season ends and the numbers are great, just like we talk about the running back situation, I'm telling you what I see from my position. If it turns out to be good, bravo, kudos. I mean, there's a lot of people who can defy odds. You roll to the left and throw back to the right. No, you ain't supposed to do that. Don't tell Patrick Mahomes that.
Right.
I mean, it's just certain people who.
No, you're right. You're right.
So, we come to that point again. Thank you for coming out. God bless you. No, man. Hey, we appreciate it, man. We got Youngstown State, the Fighting Vince Morrows.
And Stoops.
Yeah, Stoops. Nah, but what does Stoops do at Youngstown State?
He's from Young.
Vince played at Youngstown State.
Oh, Vince played. Okay. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, he said he played basketball and football. He told us on Sunday morning he played basketball there.
Cap. Stop the cap. Stop the cap, Vince. Stop the cap. Did you play? Whoa. Were you on a team or did you play? It's two different things. Were you on a team?
At Youngstown State, if he played tight end in the NFL, he had to be probably one of the most athletic people on campus. He said, "Did you watch Thinking Out Loud Monday?" Who was Thinking Out Loud?
I don't watch TV.
Thinking Out Loud. Is that Swagoo and McElroy? Thinking Out Loud.
I don't know.
Okay. They both are getting their fridges cleaned out as we speak.
No, I don't watch TV like that.
And for everybody who says it, man, I don't care what you call it says. Stoops and Vince says I don't know, Vince. I mean, Van might feel different, man.
Okay.
What Roman Harper said ain't that big of a deal. Don't
It
nobody give a
wasn't.
damn.
No, I
I
said
ain't gonna hit no harder. But so here's the question you asked. If you asked that was so if Roman didn't say that stuff, were they gonna hit less hard?
yeah,
They gonna give
right.
less effort?
Would we have lost if Roman wouldn't have said it? No. I mean,
So
it's a night look, and this is what I say. I was fortunate to play with some very damn good coaches from the time I started as a peewee to the time I got to college. Coach Curry was one of had some of the best fucking stories and some of the best pregame talks I've seen. And we went 1-10. So I think those damn pregame talks meant absolutely nothing. Zero. It got you hyped in the locker room. You go, then when then kickoff, you ain't remember what the fuck he said right before y'all got out there. You worry about that damn guy who's beating your teeth in.
right. Man, it's 10:42 Eastern Standard Time.
Oh, shit, man.
Van Central, so he cool with. We ain't giving y'all no more bonus because I gotta go to sleep. I gotta work in the morning. Van still got 2 more hours before it's even late over there. Go over to YouTube, Facebook, like, subscribe, share, tell your friends about it. Man, bring some comments, man. Email us if you got some thoughts. If you want to join the show, Paul Feinbaum. We want to get to the Paul Feinbaum level. We just take calls, man. Just distribute calls and answer questions. We can do that too. And like I said, like, subscribe, share, follow, tell all your friends about it. And we will be back next Wednesday. Well, Van, I have to talk to you off air. Hopefully, Van will be back next Wednesday. I'm not sure if I can make it. I have an obligation. And Van is calling 3-0. He's calling 3-0. We on our way. This has been The Locker. Appreciate you.